Hello and welcome to another lesson in the Clicks and Conversions classroom. Today, I can't wait to share with you all the secrets I've learned about how to reach out to your target audience and connect with them one-on-one. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you strategies for how to invite people who have already engaged with your posts to like your page. I'll also be showing you how to target other pages where your ideal audience is already interacting so that you can reply to their comments, create notifications for them, and start those really priceless discussions that lead to potential sales. So, without further ado, let's dive into today's material. We'll be covering a concept called social archery. Social archery is when you connect with other people in your network and you guys support each other. You commit to being the first wave of likes, comments, and shares on each other's posts. We'll talk about more why that's important when we get to that section in the lesson. Next, we'll talk about choosing partner pages. These are the pages where your target audience is already looking at and engaging with their content. And you can leverage the fact that they've already done all the hard work of figuring out Facebook's algorithm to present an opportunity to you to connect with these people one-on-one. Lastly, we'll be talking about commenting and outreach. This is when I'll teach you the strategy for inviting engaged people to like your page and explain why commenting on other people's posts can be one of the most brilliant uses of your time. The number one mantra I want you to take away from today's lesson is that when it comes to effectively running a social media presence, you should be commenting more than you post. This couldn't be more true. So, social archery. Let's dive into this concept. Why would you use social archery? Well, today, some of the most popular networks, not only just Facebook, but also Instagram and even Twitter, have started to institute algorithms. Algorithm is just a big word for a mathematical formula that decides whether or not your content is popular. If it decides your content's popular, it shows it to more people. If it decides it's not, it will not be shown to many people for free. One of the things that we know contributes to the algorithm knowing that you have popular posts is the amount of activity that happens on that post. The activity can be the likes, comments, and shares that you get. So, one smart way to help overcome that algorithm and really tip the odds in your favor is to connect with other business owners who are also trying to grow their presence on social media and commit to be the first wave of likes, comments, and shares on each other's posts. This way, Facebook identifies that your posts, as well as theirs, are getting engagement and therefore will be showing them to more people for free. Now, I used a case study where I actually partnered with a total of there were 8 of us in our social archery group, and every week we committed to going out and commenting, liking, and sharing each other's posts. We tested this theory for about a month, and in that month, I noticed my reach went up over 400%, meaning where I used to reach about 200 people per post, for that period of time, I was getting a reach up to 800. It was between 600 and 800, depending on how many likes, comments, and shares I got that week. So this was a really powerful strategy, and it didn't require any financial investment. So, how can you create a social archery team of your own? Well, first, you'll want to find some partners who are not direct competition for the product or service you offer, but ideally are trying to target the same customer. This way, you'll be more likely to want to share the type of content that they're creating. So I'll give 2 examples of this. One, my personal example is I am a social media marketer. I get a lot of referrals from website designers, logo designers, photographers, SEO people, and copywriters or blog writers. So I was able to go out and find people who were doing those types of jobs and partner with them as my social archery team. I found those connections through a Facebook group by creating a post that just said, please tell me about your ideal target audience, and would anybody be interested in doing a social archery team with me? And I had a lot of people volunteer, and I was able to select the ones that felt the most relevant for my business. Now, another type of example that might work is, let's say, the wellness industry. If you're a yoga teacher, you might find partners with nutritionists, health food stores, people who support physical activity. So maybe there's bicycling, meditation companies, people who offer yoga-related products that you don't offer. So if somebody sells yoga gear or yoga mats and you don't do that, they would be a good partner. Massage therapists. And in terms of coming up with these people who could make good partners for you, just brainstorm the other services or products that your customer is using. Okay, so I highly encourage you to do social media. Give it a try at least for 1 month. Create your team, and then see if after that month, that effort of helping each other actually improved your reach. I will put money on it that it did. All right, next what we want to talk about is this idea of identifying target pages. And these will be the pages where you want to engage with. These are the pages where you want to leave comments and like other people's comments to create notifications for your ideal target audience. So now I'm going to switch over to Facebook and I'm going to show you a few tricks. So this first trick I'm going to show you, you need to do from your personal Facebook profile. You can't necessarily do it from a business page. So what we'll do is we'll head just to our Facebook news feed, and we'll click up in the search bar at the top of the page. And I want you to type in this exact phrase, pages liked by people who like, and then type in the name of your page. Or in this case, I'll type in one of my clients' pages. And what you want to do is you want to wait until you see the option pop up where it starts to fill in the blank for the rest of your page name. When you click on this option, what you're going to see is a list of pages. So we see right here, pages liked by people who like Tai Chi Mastery Program. And I can hit the See More link to give me the full list of pages. So these are pages, and I can see right here how many people like each page. So what I want to do is I want to find pages that I believe have similar target audiences to what we're doing. Now, this particular client offers training programs that people can do from anywhere in the world. So we don't have a geolocation that we need to be specific about. But if you did, you'd want to look for pages that were within your target area. All right, so let's say for example, this page here that has 4 million likes, and it's called Higher Perspective. So I click on the name of the page. This will take me to the page so I can get more information about it. And what you might find on this page are recent posts, and it's your job to kind of filter through and see if these are the right types of posts that you would be willing to endorse by liking, commenting on, and sharing. So I quickly scroll through. Looks like this page offers some really positive content, but it's not specifically related to any type of physical activity or being spiritually minded. So I would be going back and looking at another page. You'll go through this exercise a few times. Once you find a page that you know is good, for example, I've already researched this, and I know that Dalai Lama is a good page for the Tai Chi Mastery Program. This is when you're going to start moving into this next stage in today's lesson, the outreach or commenting. So when you hit a page that you know is good, the first thing I want you to do is click on the 3 dots that are on the cover photo of the page. Then scroll your mouse down to where it says like as your page, and I want you to like this page as your business page. Now at this point I've already done it, so I'm not seeing them here in my list. Once you have picked one, you'll hit submit. I'll be hitting cancel. And then at that point your page is like their page, so you've given them a little love, and that's important in supporting them. The second thing is you want to scroll down and see some recent posts. So this particular post talks about a need for greater warm-heartedness and compassion. That's definitely what our page is about. So what we do is we use the little drop-down menu that's located in the bottom right-hand corner of the post. When you click on that, it allows you to toggle and leave the comment as your business instead of as your personal profile. So when I clicked that, you can see that the little icon under the drop-down menu did change to the correct profile picture. What also changed was here next to the comment box. So now I know that the comment I leave is going to be from the page. The comments that you leave need to feel completely supportive and not a hint of being salesy or pushy. Your job here is not to sell your product. Your job here is simply to expose your brand to people who might be naturally interested in your product or service. So I'm just, in this case, just going to write well said. When I hit enter to submit my comment, we can see it came from the business page. A couple of the things that are beneficial to doing this. One, if someone were to hover their mouse over the page name, they would be one click away from liking our page. This is pretty important in terms of growing your page likes. The second half of this task is to go through and read other people's comments and like them. So if you can like other people's comments, then you create a notification for those people. So for example, I liked Devin Stone's comment. If in this, if we could see Devin's account, Devin would have a notification that says Tai Chi Mastery Program liked your comment. So sure, we don't all check every single post in our newsfeed, but most of us check all of our notifications. So we've just bought a moment of this person's time by liking their comment, and we are exposing them to our brand. So you want to go through and do that as often as you can. And if you see something that would denote a response, perhaps somebody is asking a question, or they're making a comment that you feel could start a discussion, you want to reply to their comment. So when you reply to their comment, this is you starting a discussion. So a really good way to do that is with a question. You might say something like, Patricia, have you ever seen the Dalai Lama speak in person? Or we might say something like, yes, we totally agree. Or, something just simple enough that you've left a reply or response to these people. Again, you're creating another notification, and if you've asked a question, you're actually starting a discussion that could lead towards you introducing somebody to your product or service. This is as if you walked into a networking room, you walked over to a group of people having a discussion, you waited until you heard somebody say something where you could respond to, and then you responded to them and started a discussion that eventually led to you introducing your product or service. the definite total equivalent of doing that, but online. So one of the reasons introverts really love social media marketing is because you can do this without actually having to head out to a networking meeting. Or on the other hand, people like me who are slightly more extrovert love this technique because it gives us a chance to connect with more and more people. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you is we're going to flip back to our presentation, and I'll lead you into a few more outreach strategies. So we just went over the strategy of commenting as your page and liking comments by others. The last strategy I have to show you is how to invite people who have already engaged with your Facebook content to like your page. This is a way to help grow your Facebook page likes without spending any money on an ad. I've worked with people who commit to doing this strategy for about 10 minutes a day and have significantly grown their page followings. We're talking a couple hundred people by doing this. So, what's the trick? The trick is to go to your own Facebook page timeline and find a post that has a good amount of shares and comments on it. Click on the names of people who liked or commented on the post. Okay, so I'm going to show that one more time. Find a post that has a good amount of likes and comments. I see the names of the people who liked and commented. I click on the number or names of the people who liked the page. What happens next is all the people appear in this drop-down menu with the option to invite them to like your page. Many of these people won't already like your page because they will have been exposed to the post through shares. So you can go through and click the invite button, inviting them to like your page. On their end, they receive a notification that says Tai Chi Mastery Program invited you to like their page. This is a really subtle way for you to support them in making it really easy for them to like your page. Okay, so I recommend you make this short exercise part of your daily routine. All right, it's as simple as that. It's just about actually doing it every day. So, just to review some of the things we've gone over today, we've gone over the idea of creating a social archery team. We've gone over how to choose your partner pages by using the pages liked by people who like option. We've gone over the idea of commenting and performing outreach strategies to create notifications for people. Add these into your everyday or every week social media tasks, and the more often you do them, the faster your page will grow without you having to invest any money in ads. Thanks, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next lesson.